Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Love a Baby, and if you're new on my channel, you're very much welcome. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and turn on your notification bell so you get notified each time I post new content on my channel. And to my returning subscribers, thank you guys for tuning in to today's video. So on today's video, I am going to be sharing with you how to get a tier 2 sponsorship visa, or how to get a tier 2 sponsorship jobs in the UK. So I'm going to be sharing 7 steps for international students on how they can get a tier 2 sponsorship job in the UK. And if this sounds interesting to your ear, please do watch this video to the end.
I could be the best thing in your life. You got me singing. You look like a guy you could dream me.
At the moment, students who are doing their master's degree or who are done with their master's degree or PhD, they are on the verge of either returning to your country or thinking of how to get certificate of sponsorship so your permanent residency can start counting before 5 years. At the moment, most persons are finding it difficult to get a sponsor or a company or an employer who can give them sponsorship for a tier 2 visa. But anyways, I'm going to be sharing with you steps on how to get a sponsorship visa for a job in the UK. The number one step is be specific about the role and sector you want to apply for. Sorry guys, I've written this down because I have a lot on my head and I can't assimilate everything as one. So please don't mind as I share this with you, reading from my laptop. So one is be specific about the role and sector you want to apply for. So in this part, when you're applying for a job, it's important that you are specific about the particular role of job. So if you want to go into the banking sector, start looking for jobs in the banking sector. Tailor your CV to be for a bank job or anything that has to do with finance. I don't know if that makes sense. Make sure that you're specific about the sector and the role that you want to apply for. It's very important. It helps your search for an employer with a sponsorship visa to get you hired and you start on the job. The second one is apply to companies that will offer you a tier 2 visa. Sometimes some persons just go online, start looking for websites where they can get jobs, apply for jobs. But if you are in this country, you know that the post-studies visa was introduced for 2 years for people who are doing their master's degree and 3 years for people who are doing their PhD. And you know that when you jump on the post-studies visa, you are likely not to get an employer who is offering a sponsorship visa for you, and that automatically rolls your 2 years out and you return back to your country. I'm sure you don't want to be in that category. So apply to companies that you know will offer you a tier 2 visa. Go online, look for companies that will offer you a tier 2 visa so that you can start applying to them and to save your time, so you know what to do when it comes to getting a job with a company with a sponsorship visa. The third one is start applying for jobs as early as possible. I always say this, like, you are here, you know your time frame. You know that you are here for a 1-year post-studies program. Make sure you start applying for jobs as soon as possible. Once you get into this country, start looking for employers. I know for students, they're entitled to 20 hours in a week, which is okay, just because they want you to study. That's the main purpose why you're in this. Or you've told immigration or the school or the UK government that you have someone who will be sponsoring you, so they feel that as a student you have time to read your books while your sponsor take care of your monetary aspects. I don't know if that makes sense. So if you start applying for jobs as early as possible, it will save you that stress. Some students will have to wait 1 year of their master's degree program to start applying for employers. At that time, it might be too late. You might not even get that employer at that time. So it's important, or it's better, you start applying to companies or start looking for employers who are licensed to offer you a tier 2 visa or certificate of sponsorship. Or best, apply for an internship. Because of the course you are doing, you are expected to do an internship. Start applying for an internship, so that gives you an edge, so that when you are done, you can be able to apply back to that company. They already have records that you once worked as an intern in their company, so getting a job in that company might not be difficult than someone who hasn't worked there before. In your second year, penultimate year, or your degree, to apply for a graduate scheme in your final year, it's important that you have information about what your school is offering. There are some schools that offer final year scheme, or they have offer graduate scheme for final year students. Make sure you are aware about this so that you can be alerted to be able to know when to apply for jobs or when there are career openings in that scheme. The fourth one is apply for as many roles as you can. Some persons go online, they will see HMRC. Oh, HMRC is not really nice. They will leave it. They will see HSBC, which is banking. They're like, okay, let me apply. As you are applying for HSBC, make sure you apply to all the banks for that particular role. If you have to be a customer service advisor or a mortgage officer, apply to as a mortgage officer for as many roles as possible for different companies that are available on that website. Some people restrict themselves to limited roles, and it's not nice, because if this company does not take you, the other company might offer you employment. I don't know if that makes sense. So if you are applying for a role, make sure you apply to so many roles, so many companies as possible. It's explore your chances to getting an employer looks at your CV and find it very interesting, and they can actually take you. So limiting yourself to one employer or to one role is not important. Make sure that if you're applying as a retailer, you can apply as an wholesaler. I don't know if that makes sense. So that there are many options that are open to people who wants to give you a job. Then the fifth one is get all the help that is available for you. Find information that may help and guide you, or talk to people in the sector you are applying to. You can speak to a career or a coach. So in this fifth step, make sure you get all the help. Go online, look for information, read about companies that are offering certificate on sponsorship, or get information from people that you feel that might be in that sector, or people that live around you. You might just ask questions, or go to your university, ask them questions. They should be able to help you with some information if they have readily available. Don't keep to yourself. Don't feel that, okay, at the end of the 1 year, the university is entitled to now help you with career informations or career websites where you can go and look for a job. In this country, it's on your own. Most times it's do it yourself that's important in this country. So make sure you get all the help that you want, either from websites or people who are working in that sector. Go online, look for reviews of companies. Make sure you're able to speak to people. Go to the company's Instagram page. You see one person commenting, maybe it might be the person who is working for that employer. Speak to them, ask them questions. They should be able to help you with 1 or 2 insights about the company. I don't know if that makes sense. And the sixth one is understand each step of the process. Make sure you know to create a perfect CV, a cover letter, on how to pass an interview, how to answer questions. So this step is very important. This sixth step is very important. Sometimes people don't even have the mind, they don't have that courage or confidence to write a proper CV. It's not like they cannot write a proper CV, they just feel like they don't have that confidence to write a CV that will pass them or will give them that job or find them eligible to get a job. I understand, but if you don't start building that confidence, you can never build that confidence again. Make sure you know how to write a CV that will interest your employer or your recruiter, and make sure that your cover letter sells your personality, sells you out to a company that is offering a particular job of giving out a vacancy or for a particular role. Make sure your cover letter is well written, is properly detailed and structured, so that when an employer or a potential employer is reading your CV or going through your CV or your cover letter, they'll find it interesting and you might be eligible for a job or for employment. The seventh step is try to get a 2-1 in your undergraduate degree. It is a requirement for a undergraduate scheme in the UK. I mean, you're in this country, make sure that you graduate with a 2-1, a first class, a distinction. Make sure that your grades are top high, so it gives you that edge of getting a job or required for a job from your university scheme. So if you graduate with a 2-1, you're likely to be put on a list that your university will be sending to potential employers, because potential employers actually get in touch with university just to source from every department best students or best results, or students who have the best results. Make sure you graduate with the best results. It could be 2-1, it could be first class, distinction, or whatever it is called in your school. It's a requirement to get a job in the UK. It's a requirement for an undergraduate scheme. I hope these steps is important for students who are studying from overseas or who are here from overseas to study for their master's or their PhD degree. I won't say PhD degree, because if you're a PhD degree student, you are most likely to get a job as a researcher or a lecturer in this country. But for those that are master's degree students, please make sure you graduate the 2-1. It gives you an edge. It makes you eligible, because there's a point the employer will get in touch with the university to get them students who graduated with a 2-1 or a first class. I hope this tips is helpful. Please, if you have watched this video to this end, thank you very much. And if you get to subscribe to my channel, please do well to hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you get notified each time I post new content. Share this video, Drop in the comment section what you would like me to share about on my channel. I'm willing to go all out for you guys to get you informations that are required, resourceful informations. I mean, please share in your comment section what you are interested in me sharing with you guys, and I am willing to share them. Thank you guys for watching. I see you next time. Bye.